before is obviously thrilling in different ways, but working on something completely brand new is the most thrilling.
A new project is thrilling, but each project has unique challenges.
It was very intimidating and it was very unknown, but I wasn't kept up at night worrying about it.
I knew we would figure it out somehow. I knew we'd encounter problems we didn't think of, and I knew we'd figure a way through them.
Although Rube Goldberg machines were a totally new challenge for us, we knew that we could take it on because no matter the project, the design process stays the same. Generally speaking, the creative process includes the following steps: orientation, research and strategy, ideation and concepts, build development, and refinements and edits. This process also guided our Rube Goldberg project. First, we oriented ourselves around the client's goals. Once we determined the direction we were going, we researched Rube Goldberg machines and the paper and plastic making processes. Side note, when it comes to research, remember that your client is the best asset you can harness because they are literally your subject matter experts. Our strategy provided the direction and clear boundaries for the project. In a nutshell, there were 3 big factors playing into the design of our machine. First, for both budget and creative reasons, we knew we wanted our machine to be self-contained, using height and depth as well as linear space.
Rube Goldberg machines are usually long and linear, and so when we first talked about it, to do something smaller scale was intimidating, obviously, and I knew that it'd have to be probably done in stages as opposed to one long thing.
2. The client had requested that our final edited piece be around 60 seconds, meaning our machine's chain reaction, from start to finish, shouldn't take more than 45 seconds or so. Thirdly, our machine needed to tell a story and evoke an emotion.
The idea was to show the processing of how a paper product is made from the tree to the final product. And same with the plastic on the other side.
We needed the objects and actions of our machine to represent the paper and plastic manufacturing processes and showcase the cumulative, catastrophic results of single-use packaging on the planet. With a clear strategy in place, we were ready to move on to the ideation and concept phase of the project. I always begin the ideation process with old-fashioned pen and paper, as I visualize the various steps in the process and how they might fit together and tell a story. This part of the process involves many sketch explorations, back and forth, and edits with both the client and my team, our cinematographer providing input on how the sequence would be filmed, our builder considering how the physics of it all would work. After several weeks of iterations and meetings, our concept was finally ready to go. The machine starts with a hand pushing a globe, knocking over a series of cardboard boxes to start the paper manufacturing side. The cardboard boxes cause a ball or similar to knock over a tiny forest, which triggers a logging truck to head down a ramp. This sets some logs, i.e. toilet paper rolls, rolling down towards a wood chipper, and also sets in motion the plastic side of the machine, which I'll come back to in a second. When the logs hit the wood chipper, a fan sets some air pollution in motion, and the chipper also releases a marble run, which we originally had heading into a chemical processing bucket to create a series of events that would destroy another forest at the base of the machine. As I mentioned, the logging truck starts the plastic manufacturing side of the machine, triggering the tipping over of a coffee cup, which spills coffee, i.e. oil, down a pipe and into a container. A side effect here is an oil spill, which destroys a tiny forest habitat. As the container fills with coffee, it releases a marble run, representing the processing and creation of plastic pellets. These pellets, i.e. marbles, raise the water level in another container, which overflows and spills over, filling a bucket, which then releases 2 cardboard boxes at the top of the machine, ejecting paper and plastic garbage, creating a dump on the forest on the left and a floating plastic island in the ocean on the right. The dumping of these boxes also releases the suspended globe, causing it to fall into the garbage can. Our final pièce de résistance was a plan to set the garbage can on fire to really send the message home. Now that our machine is planned, the next step is to see if we can get these ideas living in the real world. In the next episode, I'll get into the actual physical build of our Rube Goldberg machine. See you there!